Hello, although I think honesty is essentially a good quality and something to be encouraged, I think there's a lot of talk at the moment about deceitfulness and deceit. Most of it occasioned because of Boris's very questionable relationship to the truth. But there are two different types of deceit. There's what I think are known as pro-social lies and anti-social lies. And I think it's worth wondering or questioning into which category a lot of Boris's deceit falls, because the idea that a prime minister should be honest with the public, or indeed honest with everyone, is absurd. On the other hand, the idea that a prime minister should be trusted is absolutely central to the role. So, before people get completely outraged by what I'm saying, think. When we educate small children, we educate them in deceit. We tell them about Santa. If we're American, we probably tell them about the Easter Bunny. We fill their heads with stories that make the difficult things in life easier to digest. We are commending ourselves as characters who can be trusted, but we are not necessarily telling the truth. Dishonesty has a role. Another area where I think dishonesty is absolutely central is if there is no point in being honest. If you're too late to be honest, the only purpose of honesty is to gloat that you were better than they were. If there isn't time to change the error, why tell somebody that they've made a grave mistake? If anything, where they go out on stage or into a church for a wedding and they're wearing some unsightly wedding gown, now's not the time to tell them that it looks a fright or that they do. Actually, you want to buck them up as much as possible. Get a smile on their face. Get radiance out the way. The last thing you want to be doing is pulling the rug from under them moments before they step out onto the stage. So there are times when deceit is the kind thing to do. Most of the time, I think that you can work it out very simply. If it's to your advantage, then it's an antisocial lie. If it's not to your advantage, if it's for someone else's good, then it's a pro-social lie. Now, the question is, Boris's deceit, were all his lies actually for his own benefit? And this is where I differ from many people who have been castigating Boris. Of course I castigate Boris. But I think a lot of the time, he genuinely thought he was helping. And this, I think, marks him off from some of his followers. Nadine Dorries, her story the other day to the DCMS committee about Rena and how she met Rena's children and how they are actually actors and how the reality TV show, Tower Block of London, was staffed with fake actors and was all faked. That is a lie. And that serves nobody except for her. And if anything, it undermines the serious points that people like me have been raising about reality TV, which is not about the obvious fakery, because yes, things are faked. Things are fundamentally faked and have to be faked because that's the nature of editing. But lying underneath that fake should be a patina of honesty. And what Nadine Dorries was saying was that wasn't there. The control was definitely there. And she was saying that the dishonesty, the rank fakery was there as well. I disagree. I think it's very unlikely that would have got through. And Channel 4 and Love Productions have called her out on this. And I don't understand why no one else has. I don't understand that. And I don't think Boris's lies were of that magnitude. They may have had more impact, but I think his intention was often good. And we can go on and on and on, but I think that big distinction between whether the liar thinks that it's for their own worth or for someone else's worth, that is what dictates whether something is a white lie or is simply scurrilous.